So, the channel has reached 400 subscribers. 400 bloody subscribers. That's ridiculous. 400 folk have watched this low quality, poorly scripted, utter muck I fart out on a semi-regular basis and thought, you know what? I'd like to see more of that. Wow, I am truly humbled. Thank you. So, to mark this nonsensical occasion, why don't we have a look at the top 10 stupidest Transformers in my collection? Welcome, my friends, to the Stupid Special.
G1 Grimlock!
You all know Grimlock, eh? A titanic warrior simpleton with a heart of gold, like Hodor or Harvey Price. Surely Grimlock's original toy would reflect his impressive stature amongst the G1 cast. He'll be a huge brick of a thing, eh? A plastic and die-cast monolith to 80s excess. Nope, look at this shite wee fella. I suppose it's a testament to the creativity of the writers and animators of the G1 cartoon that this unassuming, weirdly proportioned sausage became the Grimlock we all know and love. What is going on with his tiny head? Grimlock would have no chance of seeing anything under this massive tit shelf. Grimlock has less chance of seeing his own feet than Lolo Ferrari. Articulation is pretty much non-existent, barring these swingy arms with a foreskin-esque method of transformation to dino leg. Surprisingly, transformation is pretty much the exact same as Studio Series 86. Chest folds down, legs fold back, and his wings close up to make the T-Rex ribcage. The T-Rex is pretty bloody adorable. Just like with penises, things tend to become less threatening the smaller they are, so this Chodosaurus Rex is rather cute. This good boy definitely deserves a boop on the snoot. G1 Grimlock is undoubtedly a legend, but unfortunately, this toy proves the adage, you should probably never meet your heroes. Grimlock gives off the vibe of meeting the real person a big budget Hollywood movie was based on. You're expecting Arnold Schwarzenegger, but you actually get bloody Paul Daniels in one of those inflatable T-Rex costumes. Bit shite, really.
Legacy Squeezeplay!
Oh man, that is one unfortunately named Transformer. Squeezeplay has a name like he pays muscle-bound women to crush his head with their muscular thighs for sexual gratification. Squeezeplay has a name like he enjoys getting on busy rush-hour Japanese subway trains and rubbing his winkle on the tightly packed commuters. Squeezeplay has a name like he enjoys pushing out and presenting his anal prolapse. It's a shame, as Squeezeplay's robot mode is rather handsome. I love this colour combo of pastel blue and neon pink. The yellow-grey is a bit unfortunate, as it comes across as the same sickly shade of browny yellow as piss-stained joggies, or the colour of my nicotine-stained teeth. Check out this sweet chest detail though. You can check out Squeezeplay's stats, just like in the old times. I feel we are missing on a perversion stat here though. Squeezeplay is definitely the Greg Wallace of the Transformers universe.
Macaroni with the chicken strips.
This wee headmaster is quite smashing. He's well painted and I love his silver visor. Quite boringly, he's called Locos. I would much have preferred something equally as perverted as our main bot, like Buttplug or Pisskink. Squeezeplay also comes with a straight-up piece to complete his edgy persona. I'm sure he'll have someone licking his barrel in no time. The main event though is definitely this mental alt mode. What is this? It's like some kind of cobra-headed koala with crab claws. I bloody adore it. I mean, it is just Squeezeplay doing a handstand and covering his grundle with a snake's head, but that's a level of perversion I can really appreciate. Shame you can only get this fella in a bloody 4-pack with 3 other shite bots. Thanks Hasbro. I paid 80 banger for this and I couldn't even get mechanically functioning chest stats. Thanks for the fucking tarantulas, you fucks.
Seed Skytread!
The concept for this fella is genius. A transformer made of two separate vehicles. Sounds great, eh? You get a tank and a jet to play with. So it's like Blitzwing, but with both alt modes at once. Again, you'd think this Decepticon would be a massive fella, at least twice the size of Blitzwing. Nope, he's the same size as a bloody mini-bot. Plus it seems no one can decide on what this guy's name is. In the original comics, he was called Flywheels, but this toy is called Skytread. It's quite obvious that someone got the original Duocon's names mixed up. Battletrap doesn't look like Battletrap. Battletrap definitely looks like he should be called Flywheels, as he's made up of a car and a helicopter, whilst Flywheels should be called Skytread, because he's a jet and a tank. I certainly find this naming ambiguity far more interesting than the whole Rumble Frenzy debate. Besides, Rumble is definitely purple, and Frenzy is a cunt. Anyway, whatever this fella's name is, this is a smashing wee fella. I think his burgundy jet jumper and clompy tank boots are a fucking vibe. The main robot is well articulated, a joy to pose. A transformation on both parts is dead simple and fun to flip back and forth. Flytread is in fact one of my very favourite War for Cybertron toys. Do yourself a favour and treat yourself to a Skywheels. Or feel free to spend your money on something more sensible, like a life-size pig made of cheese.
G1 Doubledealer!
I loved this toy as a child. I've got such fond memories of playing with this fella over at my gran's, along with G1 Nightbeat and Power Master Optimus Prime. I had no idea who Doubledealer was, mind you. Doubledealer came out too late to feature in the G1 cartoon, and I don't remember him being in the Marvel comic. Doubledealer was just a smashing big robot that weirdly had both Autobot and Decepticon badges, a great nuclear missile-topped vehicle mode, and also he turned into this slice of absurd perfection. Wow, this big purple-winged mechanical vulture is just as stupid as I remember him. He's glorious, from his stupid beaked head to his stupid clawed feet. I just bloody love this thing. It feels so incongruous to the rest of the G1 line. He's just a big fuck-off bird with a massive stoner. Amazing! Finding out Doubledealer's character lore, if anything, made him slightly less interesting. I just loved this absurd bird, and I can't help but have a chuckle to myself every time I see him perched on my shelf with his big old ballistic walloper on display. Absolute peak Transformer.
Super 7 Unicron!
So, Unicron plays a massive role in the Transformers lore. He's essentially the Transformers version of Satan. The only difference being that Unicron is a robot that transforms into a planet that eats other planets, and the actual Satan directs shite Transformers movies. Fuck you, Michael Bay. You'd think a character of such importance would be well represented in the Transformers toy line, eh? Nope, he's had pretty much fuck all. There was the Armada one, which looked alright, and the divorce-inducing HasLab monstrosity that was as large as a toddler and looked to be about as much fun to transform. You ever tried to transform a toddler? It was very messy and there's so much screaming, and then your hands are covered in blood and there's body parts everywhere. But it's worth it though, for that one sweet moment where you're left with nothing but that peaceful, blissful silence. But then the voices start again. Those beasts that dwell in the darkness always need more blood. They must be fed. Do you want to transform, little buddy? I can make you into such exquisite things. Anyway, who needs a HasLab Unicron when you've got this portly little gen? My God, I love him. This Unicron is modelled after the ill-fated, unreleased Unicron from 1986. Absolute state of this boy. I wish I had one, but this Super 7 Unicron is the next best thing. Who's to say that the god of chaos and destruction can't have the same body shape as the Fat Controller from Thomas the Tank Engine? The sculpted details and colour palette used in this plump prince are just stunning. I could just look at this idiot for hours and laugh away to myself. He is a glorified paperweight in terms of articulation, but rather adorably, you can make him rub his big bulbous belly, and that is really all you need.
Titans returns Broadside.
You may look at Broadside here and question why he's on this list. This robot mode looks plenty cool. He's very beefy with a physique that would make Davy Boy Smith at the height of his HGH usage pop a neck vein with jealousy. No, Broadside's robot mode isn't the problem. The problem comes from his alt modes. This particular mode takes the already problematic concept of mass shifting to a ridiculous degree. Broadside turns into a fucking aircraft carrier. You know how big those things are? To give you an idea, Broadside comes with a minuscule set of aerial bots that are meant to be in scale with this alt mode. Jesus, this should mean Broadside's robot mode would be gargantuan, kaiju-sized at least. He should be even bigger than Baron Trump. To add insult to injury, Broadside has one of the worst jet modes I've ever seen. Folk who gave Legacy Blitzwing shit should take a good long look at this. I've seen things come out of cats' arseholes that are simultaneously more visually appealing and aerodynamic than this pile of mince. It's brilliant.
Lio Convoy.
There's just one reason Lio Convoy is on this list. Look at this lion head. Oh, was this the best Hasbro could do? The Takara lease looks tons better, but am I fuck buying a second furry prime? I love this retarded cat just the way he is. His bad taxidermy-esque visage brightens my day every time I pass him on my shelf. So stupid and so beautiful.
Doctor Wu, Planet Galvatron.
Isn't this just amazing? This level of ridiculousness is what keeps me in love with this franchise. See this here, it's Galvatron, right? But he's got a planet for a body. What could be more perfect? This, of course, was Galvatron's ultimate plan in the Japanese Headmaster's cartoon, so he could be made into a being on par with Unicron. Only he looks more on par with Super 7 Unicron than anything else. The actual figure is also surprisingly good. It is a Doctor Wu after all. There's some decent articulation here, and the sculpted detail and paint has been applied expertly. This thing even transforms. Well, I mean, you just fold all Galvatron's limbs inside the sphere, but I still think it counts. You even get a tiny normal Galvatron with this. There's literally nothing not to love. Go and get this right now if you're a true Transformers fan. I bet you don't, because you're just a filthy casual. Away and buy another bloody Bumblebee then, you gonk.
Earthrise Skylinks.
Earthrise Skylinks is the previous king of all that is stupid. I made a full episode about this toy, link in the description. Without going into too much depth, Skylinks is a titanic space chicken dragon that can split apart into a space chicken and a robot lynx with no ears. Gloriously stupid. He can also transform into a space shuttle and a launch pad. Truly the demented ramblings of a lunatic, scrawled in shit on his padded cell walls. He is amazing, and naturally I assumed Earthrise Skylinks was as ludicrous as we'd ever get. However, in 2024, there appeared a contender for Skylinks' supremacy over stupidity. A man made not of two creatures, but three. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you
Legacy
Jesus, look at this guy. What kind of sick, perverted imagination conjures up something like this? I'd very much like to meet them and shake their hand and go over their portfolio, because this is just beautiful. Even the extravagant imaginations of absurdist painters like Salvador Dali and René Magritte never managed to depict anything quite as insane as this titanic fella. Magmatron is just a sight to behold. Every element of his being is just so extra and gloriously over the top. From these thick-ass muscular purple legs and dinosaur feet, to his massive pterosaur winged ears and his dual dinosaur headed shoulder pads, Magmatron has all the camp flamboyance of a top-tier prehistoric drag queen and the ferocious sassiness of Cave Girl. Mind Cave Girl, eh? I'd love to see Victoria Corrin in a Cave Girl outfit. Oh yeah, I'll be your Fred Flintstone, Victoria. I'd bet you'd make my bedrock with a little bit of prehistoric pegging. Oh yeah, collapse my cave entrance, you beautiful brute. Objectively, the two coolest things ever are dinosaurs and giant robots. So what could possibly be better than a giant robot made of dinosaurs? Nothing. That's what. I don't think it matters where Magmatron came from. Less folk have watched Beast Wars Neo than have willingly watched John McCririck's leaked sex tape. The very fact Magmatron exists is enough to warrant the necessity of this monstrous plastic Adonis. And what a toy it is. Robot mode is super solid and chunky. Magmatron is surprisingly well articulated for a man-made with 3 dinosaurs. All his joints are on buttery smooth ratchets to make sure he can hold any insane pose you put him in. The only criticism I can think of is that Magmatron doesn't have any head articulation apart from side to side, and his waist swivel is hindered by the sheer amount of dinosaur kibble around his tree trunk of a tummy. That's quite nitpicky though. It's hard not to be impressed with what Hasbro have managed to achieve. I love how furious Magmatron's expression is. It's like he's just found out Transformers Reactivate has been cancelled despite being in development since 2017 and Hasbro releasing a line of now useless toys based on it. That Bumblebee definitely looks like a child actor who found drugs in their early teens. Hate it. Magmatron's chest is also proper stunning, with the Quetzalcoatl, is that how you say that? Head and feet proudly on show. Where are these red fingers from though? They're not from any of the dinos. I can only conclude that these are Satan's fingers trying to pull Magmatron back to hell. Magmatron does look a lot like William Blake's depiction of the Red Dragon from the Book of Revelation. The Tooth Fairy would fucking love this toy.
Yes, Queen!
Magmatron comes with this big old sword and shield, which are clearly just leftover dinosaur parts. It's good that all the bits of the dinos have uses in both modes, to be honest, even though Nessie's tummy probably wouldn't provide the best protection against laser-based weaponry. Transformation in Magmatron initially seems quite daunting, as you need to split down the combined robot to put the 3 dinos together. Surprisingly, it's a very intuitive process. Everything clicks and tabs together very satisfyingly. The only issue I came across was just how to store the arms inside the Nessie mode. Just make sure you fold them up like this. There's tabs in the shoulders and hands just to keep you right. Look at these 3 boys. You've practically got the full cast of Jurassic Park here. The purple T-Rex looking fella is the most substantial of the 3, containing the majority of the main robot. He's fucking awesome and is definitely my favourite purple dinosaur ever, outside of Barney and the wee baby from the Dinosaurs TV show. He's super chunky and solid, apart from his plug-in underbelly and gooch, which likes to fall out all the time. His mouth doesn't open further than this, which is unfortunate. He doesn't so much as roar as give a camp wee rawr, but that's alright, I still love him. Nessie also is pretty fucking sweet, with a very articulated long neck. You could definitely use this to fake a better Nessie picture than that shite surgeon's photo. I love how solid the body feels, like a decent sized potato. There's also nice fin articulation. I definitely give this a Theodore Rex out of 10. Lastly, there's the bird thing. I love how stupid this wee fella looks. Due to his body having to house Magmatron's sizable head, he looks like he's got a wee pot belly. Adorable. The head sculpt is also rather non-threatening, despite having more teeth than Andre the Giant. So, at this point, you probably think you've seen it all. You've seen Magmatron's mental robot mode, you've seen the stupid individual dinosaurs. Surely Magmatron can't get any more ridiculous. Oh my friend, you haven't seen anything yet. There's one more mode to cover, and it's the most ludicrous of them all. Behold, the Magmasaurus. What in the name of the Holy Trinity human centipede is this? This can't be an official alt mode, can it? Oh yes it is. It's even got its own specific tabs to ensure this nightmare of dinosaur body horror holds together nice and solid. This is the absolute peak of Mount Stupid. The Magmasaurus makes Skylynx look completely rational in comparison. I fucking love this thing. I love how Nessie's neck becomes this hyper-articulated tail. I love how the back legs are blatantly just guy arms. And most of all, I love how this chubby lazy bird is just lying down on top of this insane mashup. Genius. It is just sheer genius. So, would I recommend Legacy Magmatron? Yes, without a doubt. Whether you like Transformers, dinosaurs, or dinosaur robot monsters, you can't go wrong with Magmatron. Looking at him as a toy, he is by far the best commander class. There's so much playability here, with an amazing robot mode, 3 unique dinos, and another mode that's a abomination to God. Magmatron will be a highlight of any collection, no matter how you choose to display him. Don't miss out on this mutant menace. Well, there you go. That's the Stupid Special done. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's keep pushing to 500 subscribers. That'd be fun. What about 1k? Surely that's impossible, eh? Well, I think anything is possible in a world that gave us bloody Magmatron and a second term of Donald Trump as president. Obama! Anyway, next video is going to be a Megatron special. Go and tell your dad. You guys have a great night. Catch you later.
Like, subscribe, and tell your dad. Like, subscribe, and tell your dad. Like, subscribe, and tell your dad.